the biggest fight that they can make right now is this fight. Canelo
Yeah.
coming off a win against Mongolia. Knocked no, I think he went. I think he won by unanimous decision, but he
Distance.
knocked him. He not, huh?
They went the distance.
Yeah, it went the distance, but he knocked. I think he knocked him down like
He
fourth or
did.
fifth round.
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't see the fight, but it was a dominating performance. The problem with this fight, though, and just with all these some of these mega fights, is nowadays is the weight class, right? Bud is severely underweight. He would have to jump up 2 weight classes to get to 168. I think Bud fought Spence at what, 147?
Hmm.
Maybe I think that might have been a catch weight. But Bud, hell of a performance. He beat the brakes off Spence. Bud is 40-0 with 31 knockouts. Canelo Alvarez, if I can find it. I know he's only got the one loss, and that was the Floyd, and he's got a draw. I'm here. It is 61-2-2 with 39 knockouts. Triple G was the one draw, if I'm not mistaken, and then I forget what was the other draw. But I know I don't know. He must have lost early in his career, but I know he lost to Floyd. I don't know who else he lost to. But this is the biggest fight, and we're not even talking about the promotion is being done by His Highness and His Excellence. That's what I see. Turkey Alagashki from, I don't know where that is, but that's big money over there in that oil land. That's what that is. As you know what I mean? They got golden toilets and faucets and stuff like that. And set for December, January. Talk to me, bro. Who you like in this fight, and who you think will be favored in this fight?
The question is, hopefully it's not too late, man. Hope these guys ain't maxed out to the point this won't be a good fight. I mean,
Well, Bud's
the
in his
people's.
prime.
I
I
love
think
Bud.
Canelo's
I'm
kind of
never
like
gonna.
he's there, but he's kind of
Right.
like starting to temper down.
I think they're both probably right at that peak of. Yeah. I think Canelo is just kind of start going down that hill. I think
Hmm.
Bud is like at that peak on his way down. Not saying he can't fight or box. I'm just saying that just looking at his career, he even said it. Listen, it's for these next few fights, I'm looking to get paid. So he's telling you himself that his career is probably coming down the other end.
Yeah, yeah,
Skill wise, I think this will be a great fight. This will be something. If you can make this a trilogy, I think it can be as good as that, and they can both kind of go off in the sunset after this type of fight. The people guy, in boxing, man, that Mexican community is a big community.
oh
They're
yeah,
gonna
for
be they're
sure.
gonna be behind that Canelo guy, Canelo.
Of course.
But I'm a Crawford guy, so I'm a Bud guy. So I
Oh
think he's
yeah.
so skilled. I think he can
I
handle
mean, you're
himself.
black,
I
so
do got to worry about that weight though. That
hey,
weight is that.
hey. You know what it is. Don't let's sugarcoat it. Why you like Bud? Because you're black. Let's go.
Well,
Let's go.
I mean,
I mean what?
of,
I mean
of
what?
course,
What?
I support that
What?
100%.
One
100%
hundred
support.
one. Yeah.
But I
What?
was
Let me
I
ask you
was
this.
I'm a
It don't matter
Bud.
if he
I'm
was
just
white,
talking about boxing.
Puerto Rican, whatever. Have you ever in boxing rooted for the other guy?
Never,
Never.
never.
Let's give it a B.
But I've only
Let's
only
give it a B.
followed really, our
Even though
box.
Bud a little bit weird how he dances, I think he dances a little weird with his mom and stuff in the ring or whatever. But that's that country stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Bud. The only question is him going up in 2 weight classes. Can he handle
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
That's huge.
That's 20 pounds.
So
That's a lot of weight, especially in
So
boxing.
that'll be the big question. I would have to kind of go back to some of my guys that really watch and analyze some of the boxing stuff and see if there's a possibility that he can live at that weight and fight at that weight at his best. So we'll see, man. It's a long way away with December. I'm sure we'll touch on this a couple more times throughout the podcast. But as an early take, I love Bud here in this situation. Only question mark will be just going up 2 weight classes. Hopefully, he can come to understanding or agreement where something can kind of make it a little bit fair for Bud versus him coming up to 2 weight classes. That's can it happen? I don't know.
I don't think
Big
so.
payday though.
Oh, of course, yeah. You talking about probably close to 100 mil. I don't think so because Canelo's the A side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, Canelo's the A side. So Um, YPM MMA says I would like to see Crawford fight at 160 or 168 like Adams. Plant. Hey, he would beat Plant though. He would beat the brakes off Plant. I got to look up. Uh, I, I know that's not Adams. Dames. I'm gonna say. And then he wouldn't fight Magoya because Canelo just beat him. Plant would be a good fight, but I think he would beat up Plant. But see, we keep I say that so easily, but you got to understand, like these guys are just big, just physically bigger guys than Bud. You know what I mean? You know, you're talking about 20 pounds because I'm pretty sure Bud was at that fight with Spence was at a catchweight, I think at like 147, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah,
you're
he was
talking
like
about 20 pounds. That's a lot of weight for him to come up. I don't mind the 160, do a catchweight at 160, but that's still a lot. Fuck, I come up almost
well,
10.
yeah.
YPB
I
MMA,
mean,
man.
I
Thanks for
know
chiming
we
in,
do know
bro.
that Bud wanted to go up to 154. So I mean,
That's still ways away, dog.
I know that's still ways away.
That's still ways. That's still.
So that's why I'm rubbing my head. Is like, I mean,
And then Canelo. I don't think Canelo's been at 147 since like Floyd, because Floyd ain't never moved nowhere.
right.
You know what I mean? And Floyd just walk around at that weight. You know what I mean? That's just the good thing about being Floyd. You know what I mean?
But the
He's.
question is, and I'm just reading it just a second ago. The question is, can we get that fight at 158 to 160? I think we can. I think they can
I
meet
don't
in the
know.
middle.
I don't know if Nello gonna want to drop 8 pounds because Nello probably walk around at 170 something, bro. He not walking at 168. That's a lot. Like say if he say he's 180, walking around just regular old, not training, not depleting himself. You know what I mean? He walks around 180,
Let's see.
one.
Let's see what Canelo's walking weight is. Let me
I
try.
bet you it's probably like
Google
180
is amazing, bro. You can
for
Google
sure.
anything.
Yeah. That's a good call.
What
Yeah, we'll see what it is.
Canelo walking weight?
Hey, YBP MMA, man. If you ain't following us, man, make sure you follow us, man. I appreciate the comment, bro. I'm trying to think who a Dames is. I think I've seen that name before. I want to see what he looked like real quick.
All right, it's saying.
Oh, Carlos Dames. Yeah, I know who he is. That'll
Let's
probably be
see.
a good fight. I still think Bud gets him. But see, like Bud's stock
So
is so high right now. It's
Canelo
like
put
Canelo or nothing.
155, so he can get there. He weighed at 155 for the past few bouts.
Who?
He's generally 170 plus when he rehydrates.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, he's probably like 175, something like that. You know what I mean? But for him to get down to like you said 160, like for him to lose 17 pounds, you know what I mean? Or 15 pounds, that's a lot of weight, bro, for them. That's a lot of cut. That's a huge cut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I can't, yeah, maybe, maybe 165 he might be able to get down to. But Bud never catch 165. I think the most Bud ever would go up is probably like maybe like 150, 50 something, maybe 160. But maybe you know what I mean? You're talking about a lot of weight. Because Bud
All
don't
right.
want to
Well,
lose his speed.
Canelo Choro fight was 154. So that was September. He can get there.
Yeah, I guess so.
That was
That's a
23.
lot of weight.
That fighting there was Charlo was fighting above
What did he
154.
did he actually weigh in uh at 160 something for this last fight?
Let me see.
I guess that's the question. What did he weigh in for this last fight? I mean, he probably has to weigh 168, right? Be the
Canelo
champ.
and we'll have to hit 168. Yeah.
Yeah, he probably has to hit 168 because for the belt to be mandatory. He can't. It's probably in the contract for the weight stuff. You know, the
Was
weight stuff, really. They be doing. That's serious in boxing.
was Canelo was he fighting up in that weight class?
He might have been. I don't
Yeah.
know. He might have
I mean,
been.
they were, but anyway, they were just reporting. They're saying 158, 160 could be the weight class that they'll be fighting at.
Yeah.